Have you ever envisioned being a millionaire within a year? This may sound impossible, but with this information, it's a possibility. In this video, we will share with you 10 life lessons you wished you had learned earlier. Watch until the end to find out the secret to being successful as shared by Alex Hormozi, a 31-year-old millionaire and CEO of Acquisition.com, a venture helping business upscale their revenue. Welcome to Better Human Academy. It is from successful people that we can learn the strategy of success. Alex Hormozi is an American entrepreneur who donates most of his free time to educating and encouraging entrepreneurs in less privileged communities. 4 years ago, he was a man who spent the night on a gym floor, but now he is the owner of a company with $100 million in revenue per year, Acquisition.com. Being a millionaire who wants more millionaires in the coming generation, he shared 10 lessons he learned on his path to success. These lessons are assets for anyone who wants to be successful in life. Lesson 1. Talk less and listen more. By talking less and listening more, you learn more and make better decisions. As shared by the millionaire, during his college days, he actively participated in class, group meetings, and almost every activity. He realized he didn't learn more because he was the one doing all the talking. No time to listen to other people's talks, opinions, and perspectives on a matter. Sometimes he blabbed about himself only to realize that the person he was conversing with was at the same level as him or levels above him. Over the years, he discovered that you can't learn if you keep talking. To learn, not talking, is the first requisite. By applying the mantra of talking less and listening more, lots of magic keeps happening in his life. Now, he doesn't need to introduce himself to someone. Lots of people are available to do the introduction. Implementing this lesson into your life is a big epiphany for making better decisions and a step towards being successful. Lesson 2. Respect yourself. Respecting yourself is crucial as people will only respect you when you do that. During Hormozi's college career, he had a pretty bad reputation due to his constant drinking spree and irresponsibility. Later on, he felt ashamed of this terrible attitude and started looking for ways to change his behavior to earn people's respect. The only way he found is for him to respect himself. By respecting himself, he couldn't engage in the attitudes smearing his reputation anymore, so people reciprocate the respect. Lesson 3. Control what they say about you. During the periods Hormozi engaged in bad attitudes, people would say a lot of evil things about him, and that would also be their thoughts about him. But by changing his character, he changes people's perspectives about him and likewise changes their thoughts. This lesson is more of a business marketing lesson. If you want people to advertise your business, you have to equip them with what to say about it. Otherwise, you're asking them to solve the problem of describing it, and the result may be disastrous. Equip people with simple language, so it is easy for them to comprehend the mission of your business, thus making the advertising process easier for them. Lesson 4. Goodwill compounds faster than money. With the good reputation you leave everywhere, people will love you and want to engage in business with you. Companies selling due to good reputation sold more than the company just selling. Goodwill means you have positive sentiments and you have a good degree of influence over a person's behavior. If a person has goodwill with you and then shares your business with somebody else, you can create goodwill in that next person. By this, you can double or 10 times your goodwill in 12 weeks. 10 timesing your money in a matter of 12 weeks is possible with goodwill because it deals with humans and humans can compound faster than money can. When Hormozi realized that this goodwill can be transmitted to money at any time in the future, he shifted his focus from money making to goodwill making. Lesson 5. Do ordinary things for extraordinary periods. As humans, we do think that the wealthy ones simply hit the jackpot one day. Hormozi's discovery shows this is false. The wealthy ones became wealthy from doing ordinary things for extraordinary periods. In his teenage years, he was always impatient, wanting to get the bucks at a time. He was shifty, jumping from one work to another with the thought that there was a shortcut to success. However, he later realizes that wealth comes from doing one thing for a long time. What makes the action extraordinary and bears good fruits is the commitment you attach to it, not the action itself. Don't jump from one job to another. Be focused and keep grinding hard. Then the results will be surprising. Lesson 6. Successful ones do not have something that you have, they lack it. We all have the same hours per day, but how everyone utilizes his or her time is what differentiates the rich from the poor. The successful ones allocate their time differently. They sacrifice more than you have. They give up things that you still hold on to. They are more ruthless with their time, and they even have a lower tolerance for friends and family. During college, Hormozi thought accepting and indulging in every activity is the goal. But he later realized that he was just getting distracted. What most successful people have is that they're singularly focused and are willing to say no to everything other than what they are doing. If you have watched this video so far, please subscribe to this channel for more content and click the notification bell to not miss any of our future videos. Lesson 7. What is worth doing is worth doing well. This is a great saying, and it simply means what is worth giving your time to should be done well. Hormozi gave 2 ways to do this. The first is what problem you are solving and what you are hoping to accomplish from it. If it passes these 2 tests, then it's worth doing, and you have to give it the time required to get it done by a high standard. The 2 ways test gives you the lens to recognize what will bring in more money and take you closer to your goals to prioritize it. He used a book as an example. If he is to write a book, he would take 1 year to write it because he knows the year he sacrificed in writing means the book will sit on bookshelves, sell, and distribute itself to millions of people over the next 50 or 100 years. This is so because the gap between great and good is very vast. You have to be selective and choose the few things you know are worth doing to deliver a great result. Lesson 8. Reading 1 good book 5 times is more beneficial than reading 5 mediocre books. Books are meant to pass on beneficial information and are good tools for a successful life. However, a book that lacks the attribute of providing beneficial information isn't worth reading. Hormozi's strategy for finding a great book is that if the content of the book entails messages you can convey to the next generation, then it's a great book as it intends to pass on information, not simply make sales. Books are meant to change one's behavior. In Hormozi's words, if your behavior doesn't change as a result of reading a book, it means you haven't learned anything, which means it was a waste of time. So you should concentrate while reading a book and read it consistently for a good grasp of the content. By doing that, you would be successful. Lesson 9. Remember that death is inevitable, and when you die, within 2 weeks, people have forgotten you. So live your life. Many people today are not living the life they wanted. They're basically living for others. All their actions are based on what other people may think, what will they say, and how will they feel. If you are one, Hormozi said you should snap out of it and start living your life to be successful. Because no matter your efforts in satisfying people, they will forget about you the moment you die. So, you should give very little credibility to people's opinions on your life unless the person has a genuine interest in seeing you succeed. Lesson 10. Be willing to negotiate anything except for your value. Take your time in giving answers to questions. During his heyday, Hormozi took everything at face value. Price terms, relationships, and every other thing. He either said yes or no without giving room for negotiation. Now, he realized that everything is negotiable. At the end of the day, people present their bad guesses to you, hope that you take them by the hand and show them other options available to go with the best one. The path to success is rough, but with guidance and perseverance, you can get to the peak. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one.